Is this the ultimate game changer for your gold cube? So today we are doing a review on the gold cube bucket flare. Now, for those who run a gold cube in a recirculating system, you know that typically all your material will fill up your tub that has your water. And when you add this to the bottom of the gold cube onto the frame, all your material comes out this smaller opening and it goes into a bucket, so it's easier to pull majority of the material out. You're not having to shovel it out of your bin here. So we're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna share some things I like, don't like, but let's get it put on and we'll go from there. So to install the bucket flare is actually very, very easy. You have your stand all set up and ready. Set it up just like normal. And then on the back here is this little channel, and it just clamps, or I guess sits on the frame for the gold cube. So you just set it there like such, just sits on. It's a fairly snug fit, and then you just have your 5-gallon bucket here that all your tellings will go into, and you can empty out when it gets full. Once this is on, just take your gold cube and place it on the stand just like normal, and you're good to go. So as you guys can see, all this water is coming directly into the bucket, and that means that all of the material, all your waste material, is going into the bucket too. That way I don't have to dig it out of the tub that I'm recirculating the water through. It makes it a lot quicker, saves you a lot more time, it's a lot more efficient. And I figured the less time that I spend digging this out of my recirculating tub, the more time I can spend mining. The more time you spend mining, moving good material through your gold cube, the more gold you're going to get. So the quicker and easier I can move material, the better off it is in the long run. I think this is a really great investment if you own a gold cube. It comes in about $50 for this. The one thing I don't like is that it sits level. I wish it was on a little bit of an angle. The water and material doesn't have any problem moving through this, but if it was on a little bit of an angle, you could put some matting there, re-matting or something, just see if you catch gold. I know. So we ran 1 bucket of material through the gold cube, and now we got a bucket that's pretty much full. Some really super tiny stuff. Doesn't settle quick enough. So the material in the bucket's a few inches lower than what it was before we ran it through. So there's nothing we can do about that. The only way to get that to settle is give it time. But that slimy material isn't really an issue. It won't plug up your pump or anything. The biggest issue I have with the bucket flare there is when you're putting in a new bucket, you have to fill it up with water, and then as much as you can, and then hold it here until it fills the rest of the way up so it doesn't float away. It's not a big issue, it's more of a headache than anything else. So down here on the bottom of the tote is this really fine mud. There's some big chunks and that's left over from last time, but this slimy material is what doesn't settle quick enough to stay in the bucket. But there's nothing you can really do to get it to stay in the bucket. It floats around the water for a while before it settles. So don't worry about that. This will allow you to capture most of the material in the bucket. So that was the review on this bucket flare. Great piece of equipment. I would recommend picking one up if you own a gold cube. I don't think you'll regret it. and there aren't any major design flaws. It worked really good. I highly recommend it. So I'll leave a link to this and the Gold Cube and a lot of other great products down in the description if you would like to check it out.